Teresa with PotomacBeads, and today we will work together on my beaded tassel caps. These caps are made with Peyote strips from seed beads, so you will use your seed beads in sizes 11/0, 15/0, and you can also use these Miyuki drops. You can apply this technique on various sizes of tassels. Here I have used 7 centimeters, here is just 6.5. So you can apply this technique almost on each tassel, even bigger ones or smaller ones. If you need any of these materials, you can go below the video into the description box where you will find all the links where to purchase these items at PotomacBeads. Gather them up and we'll start working. Hello again. So today we'll be working on the tassels caps, as I said. I will show you how to make a peyote strap which will go around the actual tassel, and there you can stop and just have it simple like that, or you can add some of the embellishments like we have here. You can just add these beads over the strap, or you can add the drops here, or both, as we have here. So we'll be working today only on the tassel. I have 2 examples here. We'll be working on this one, on the bigger one made with Delicas, I mean the strip, and these are made with 15/0, so it's smaller, even the tassel is smaller, as you can see, but it is nice proof that you can take basically almost any tassel, and with the same technique you can do basically 2 different things and adjust the design accordingly to your tassel. Because there are no like super defined rules, we will be working with peyote and adding some embellishments, and you'll be working then also with not like, you can do herringbone here, or you can do some easy stringing as I did here, but it almost looks like a herringbone stitch. Here I have only 11/0 strung, but I think this is much prettier way. Here I attached it to a pendant for a necklace. This triangle is one component from my Marielle bracelet, which is a tutorial already published on PotomacBeads YouTube channel, so you can find it. Again, it's called Marielle. So I attached strap tassel to it because I thought, yeah, like the triangle by itself, it's missing something, and the tassel was a perfect touch. Here on the second project, I think, like what I wanted to say is, you can have the tassel by itself, but it's so nice when you also use it together with some other component. Here again I have Rivoli, it's like my go-to crystal, and it's bezeled only with seed beads and Milky Drops. I'll make a video also for this Rivoli, for a bigger one, and then you can make yourself these earrings as well. But today we'll be working only on the tassel cap. And what you're going to need is a tassel. We have different kinds from different materials. My most favorite ones, and also like the most versatile ones, I think, for the bead caps are these simple ones without any loop on the top. You can also have other ones which are already which have already finished top with the loop, so you just put it on the earring or pendant like directly. But I like to put a beaded cap on my tassel to make it even more nice. And these are 7 centimeter long and almost 1 centimeter wide. They are very fluffy, very rich. It's supposed to be silk. I haven't tried. I think it's artificial silk, and it's very nice to touch. And one more tip for storage before we start working. So tassels, especially the silk ones, are very like tender material, gentle material. I don't know what's the exact word, but if you have jewelry, piece of jewelry with a tassel, you should store it hanging like this, or you can even store it horizontally, but don't put anything on the tassel. Don't just throw it into your jewelry box. You need to like put it nicely, because the tassel, when you like store it like this or some other crazy position, the tassel will then keep the shape, and it's very difficult to get rid of it. I wouldn't recommend ironing, but I saw one tip how to correct the shape of the tassel. So when you have a kettle, boil water in it and then put the tassel over it. So the steam then makes, I haven't tried it, but I saw it and it worked. So the steam will correct the shape of the tassel again, and it will be nice and hanging and in one nice shape. No fabric or no filaments are like pointing out, and it will be corrected again. So that's one tip. So that's the tassel. This is the 7 centimeter and 1 centimeter wide. I will put this away. These come in the protective tubes. We ship them in the protective tube, so until you take them out, and you can also put them back, that's also a good thing. Until you take them out, they are protected. Then we will need Delica 11 O's. Then I have here Miyuki seed beads, 11 O's again. We will be working in gold, purple and greenish shades. I like this color combination. It's very rich and very striking when you wear the earrings. So this is the classic galvanized gold. This is Magic Orchid, check coating. We need then 15 O's in 2 colors actually. This is the Galvanized Eggplant. I'm working with Miyuki's for the whole project, so I hope I don't have to repeat it all the time. Then we have the second 15 O's, which will be used for the embellishments, and they are the same color as the Delicas. And so galvanized gold. You can also use Duracoat galvanized gold, it's the same color of course. And then we have here the Milky Drops. This is also the Crystal Magic Orchid, and as I said, those are optional and you don't have to use them, but it looks very nice when there's like something hanging from the actual bead cap. So the Milky Drops will go here. You can also use daggers or drops, something else, especially for the big tassel. There are lots of possibilities how to embellish the actual peyote strip. I also use the same beads for the Rivoli, so in the next video we will be working with only seed beads and a crystal. So for the tassel, that were the beads, and now the beading thread. I did it with KO thread. I wouldn't do it with wildfire or fine line, because this is more like fabric-like. Although it's beading, for me it's more like an embroidery, and I wouldn't like touch the silk with the wildfire, because it feels to me too rigid and too strong. So I recommend some more like tender, or I can't find the right word, thread, which is more like fabric and not that artificial as like wildfire, like thermally bonded thread. So KO, Hana, 1G and threads like that. And we will be working with a piece long 1 meter plus 1 meter at least, so probably like an arm span long piece. And we'll be starting in the middle, like with this strip, working our peyote way around the cap, then secure it in its place, then we will add the embellishments. So this is the long intro. My intros are always long, but I hope we get everything covered and now we can start working. We will start with Delica beads that will create the actual peyote strip. The strip will be 6 beads wide. It needs to be always even count for this. Oh, it doesn't have to, but it's much easier. And I don't see a point why would you have to use an odd count. If you don't like to work without a stop bead or it's uncomfortable, you can add it. I prefer to work without stop bead, and because I don't have to then take it away. So now if you would like to put on stop bead, but I will start working without it. So I will put 6 Delicas on my size 10 needle. I think with this project you can afford to work with the bigger needle. Maybe later when you go too many times through some beads, you might have to switch to size 12, but since we are working with the beading thread, actually I don't think you will have to. So we have 6 beads now on the thread. Leave like 10 or 15 centimeters long tail and put on another Delica, and we will be working with the simple peyote. So I'm skipping the first bead and going through the second one. And now I am adding another Delica, skipping another bead, going to the next one, and third Delica, skipping a bead and going to the last one. So now I have something that looks like this. Here you would have the stop bead, but I can easily hold it because I have the long tail in my fingers, and because it's Delica and everything nicely sits next to each other, so I don't personally use it. And we will continue the peyote. So as you know, the actual stage, I'm picking a bead and then I'm going to the next bead which sticks out. Another bead and a third one. And I will continue doing this around the whole tassel. So do the same. I didn't count how many beads I need for the actual strip because it's different with every tassel. So you will have to measure it yourself for the tassel you actually have. And it doesn't matter how many it is, because we won't do anything that needs some specific count of beads. So just continue like this, doing the peyote strip, and when I have a strip long enough to go around my tassel, I will show you how to connect it, how to connect the ends, and how we will attach the actual strip to the tassel. This is my peyote strip, and when I put it on the tassel and close it up, I think it will work. Yes, it needs to be quite tight so there are no gaps between the beads and the tassel itself. So you put your peyote strip approximately so that these threads are in the middle of your strip, so like this. So a piece of the tassel of like the top should stick out. It depends on the tassel you have. Here, because we used Delicas and they are quite wide when there are 6 of them, there's a smaller piece of the tassel sticking out, but here with the 50-nose, also 6 50-nose, there's a bit more showing up, but it's like doesn't matter. Also, these are the binding threads of the tassel. If you take them out, the tassel will fall apart, so never take them out, always leave them there. You can also work with the tassel out, and I will switch to that, so I will take the tube off. So now what we will do is connecting the strip. So I don't know how many rows I have, because it doesn't matter, since you will probably have a different tassel, and it really is an unimportant number. Just work the way your tassel needs. And now I'm putting the tassel like this. I will catch the tail of my thread, and I will start zipping the peyote strip. So I'm just going through the beads and I'm zipping them together. And now the last one, so I will go back one more time. Make sure you're pulling the thread tight, so there are no gaps. Yeah. Now I can leave it out, or like don't hold it anymore. And what we want to do now is get with the thread to like the middle of the strip, so that we are somewhere around here, so that the binding threads are also like in the same position. Now we need to, because now you are able to pull the strip off, and now we need to connect the strip with the tassel. So I have my thread coming out of the like 3rd bead, so I am in the middle now, and between the beads I will go with my needle right into the center of the tassel, preferably horizontally like this, and completely across. And my needle will come out on the other side. So like this. And to be sure everything will stay in its place, go like next to the place where your thread is sticking out, go right like 1 millimeter to the right, to the left, and go back again horizontally. It doesn't matter where your needle will come out, like this. And now the tassel now the strip will stay on the tassel, and it's fine. So now we will be adding this top, like the not loop but the little bridge over the top. So you can add a jump ring, or just make a beaded loop and attach it to some ear stud or earring finding, and make earrings or attach it to some beaded component. And I do it the way so I hide these binding threads. So now I need to get somewhere around here on the sides of those threads. I will just go through the beads in the peyote strip. Just go through the beads so the thread is not showing. So I will go up, and basically I'm almost there. You can also like connect the strip instead of here. You can connect it somewhere around here, so you don't have to travel with your thread across. I wanted to do that, but I forgot about it. And now we need to finish that way the thread is coming out of the beads to the top. And we will be connecting two pairs together. So these are the two beads of the pair, because those are the two beads closest to the binding thread, and when we will go over, they will hide the binding threads. And then the other two beads will be these ones when I'm looking at the top. And what we will do, here I have it all figured out. So for this tassel, I will first pick 4 15-ohs in the golden color. Then I will pick 1 Delica and 4 15-ohs again. Oh, I had 2 Delicas in there, of course. So once again, so now I have 4 15-ohs, 1 Delica, 4 15-ohs. I will put this away. Now I will go across and have a look, because sometimes it might happen that the second tassel will stick out more, will be a bit different, so the number of the beads which go over the top might differ, which is like, maybe it will be visible but not that much. And here I think I can really either add 2 beads, like 2 15-ohs. Sorry, I'm basically judging it and designing it live because it's a bit more organic thing, and I think we will go with a different number. So because there will be gaps in between the beads, so I will put 5 15-ohs, Delica, and then 5 15-ohs again, instead of just 4 on each side of Delica. Yeah, that will be better. And I will go across to one of those beads, basically the same bead in the horizontal line. And now my thread is going down, and I will go up to the next bead I want to connect. Put 5 more 15-ohs on my needle. Then I will go through the Delica on the top, which will put it into the middle, like that, and put 5 more beads, and going to the other Delica, to the last one. So now when you look at this from the top, there's 5 beads, like 2 pairs of 5 beads, same here, and the Delica in the middle, both in both lines, or how to say it. When you look at from this side, it hides the binding threads, And this is basically it. And because it's like, again, the place where the weight is distributed a lot, so basically all the tassel hangs on this bead, I would go again through all the beads. So I am again going up through the Delica I used and through the 15-ohs and the Delica to the other side to reinforce this little bridge. To make sure it will stay, because especially these soft threads, unlike wildfire and fine line, they might loosen up a bit, so there will be gaps between the beads in the future, so you want to really reinforce that. And when you're coming back and you reach the Delica again, this is the place where you add your beaded loop, where you connect it to the component. So if you have like stainless steel jump rings, which are really thin, they can even go through the Delica, and you can just have a jump ring like this. But I don't have those, or I have those, but I don't want to mix up gold and silver. So I won't be using the jump ring. Actually, I made this earring. So I have made the tassel as it is like this. And then this Delica, I used it when I was making the Rivoli. I have it ready here. As you can see, it's halfway done. This will be the top. This is where the earring component will go. And this is like 1/2, and now I have to add the tassel, so it will become a part of the earring. So you can like pre-make the tassel and then work it out into the component. Here it is very similar. I did the tassel and then used it and to connect to the component. Or you can use the tassel as it is, and you can use just a seed bead loop. So you will put, I would say, 6 seed beads and go again from the other side through the Delica, and you have a little loop where you then hang your earring or some other component, or put it on the necklace or something like that. Then again, go a few times, these 3 times I would say, through this little loop to reinforce it again. But I won't do that. I will just go back because I don't need the loop for my project, for my pair of earrings. This was just to show you how to hang it up. And I will just finish what I was doing, which was reinforcing this little bridge. And now the tassel is basically done. You can stop right here, not the thread somewhere, and you're done. You can have it easy and simple like this, but I like embellishments and making it all a bit more difficult and complex. So what we will do now is going down and add the drops, because you can start with these in the middle with the beads, but when you're adding then the drops, you need to go out, so your needle is sticking through the beads and it's all annoying and uncomfortable. So we will do first the drops. So for that, it doesn't matter when you start basically, so you just go down. So I will just go down through the beads. And we will start adding the drops. So this one drop or ornament, or how to say it, is made from 15 and from Milky Drops. So to make this drop, you need to pick up one gold 15, one purple 15, one drop, one purple 15 again. Then you slide down, you slide the beads to the strip, you skip all the purple and drop beads, and you will go back up through the golden one and to the next Delica. Not the same one, but the next. And you will pull. Watch out for the threads from the tassels, so they are not in the way. This is the first little fringe. To add a next drop, go again from top to bottom through next Delica. Pick one golden 15, one purple 15, and one drop, and one purple 15 again. Slide it down, skip all the beads but the golden one, go up through it again and up through the next Delica. And pull and like put the drop into its proper place. And now go around the whole strip like this, adding the drops, and then we will add more embellishments. So the Miyuki drops are in their places. I finished with my thread coming up towards the top. And now we'll be adding more embellishments. You can leave it like it is, like only with the Miyuki drops, but we'll be adding more. And more is 6 seed beads. So one gold, gold 11, purple, 15, gold and purple, then 2 11, which are the Magic Orchid, and then again purple and gold seed bead 15. And we will be then going with our needle through the Delicas here in the top row, again from the bottom towards the top. And then you need to only figure out under which angle you want to work. And we have 6 seed beads, and I will be going to these. You just need to figure out it with this once, and then you will automatically know that you will just go to the next one. But I will start here. This is the Delica almost over the same bead, and I worked with the bead next to it, so it's slightly under some angle. Just go across and think if you have enough beads for this distance, or if you go under lower slope, or how to say it, under less angle, so then you will need more beads. But I want to copy what I did here, so I have angle like this. So I'm coming, the thread is coming out from this Delica on the top, and to add another row of embellishment I will again go down and add the same sequence of beads. So 15 gold, purple, 11 2 of Magic Orchid, then again 15 purple and gold. And I'm going down and through the Delica, which is next to the Delica I started from, and pull. And to add another row, I will get to another Delica right next to this one, pull, so there's no thread showing, adding the same sequence of beads again. So 6, going up to the top next to the Delica we used for the previous sequence, and then down again through the next Delica. And continue like this, adding more beads along the whole, along the strip, and then the tassel is done. After you finish the bezeling, not somewhere of the thread, not of the tail we had left, like the 15 centimeter piece of thread we begin with, and your tassel is done. So this is what we did today. As I said, you can use this technique in many variations. You can drop the embellishments, make it very simple. You can change the delicas into 50 nodes, 11 nodes to make it more delicate, like we did here. So there are lots of possibilities, lots of options how to change it up a bit. You can change the sequence. You can even put there the drops, which we have here, or you can put there some crystal. That's completely up to you. But this is how you bezel a tassel, basically a tassel cap. You can also, as I did here, put it on a rivoli, or you can make it an earring as it is, like this, because it's already kind of long. So finally, I will repeat once what I used. So we had Miyuki Delicas here in 11/0 size, and this is the galvanized gold. Then we had 15/0 Miyukis galvanized gold as well. Then we had 15/0 Miyuki in the galvanized eggplant, and we had 11/0 for the embellishments here, the Crystal Magic Orchid. And in the Crystal Magic Orchid we also had the Milky Drop for the embellishments here. And of course you need a tassel. This one was the 7 centimeter long, 1 centimeter wide in the top, silk tassel. Or you can have a smaller one. I believe this is like a 6.5 centimeter long tassel, or you can even have the longer ones. It's definitely up to you which one you will have. So thank you very much for watching. Let us know down in the comment section how did you like it. If you have any issues, if you have any troubles, I will, or somebody from our team will respond to your questions. I hope you enjoyed this video. You can join us in our Facebook group and post their pictures of how you did, and I hope you will have a lot of tassels finished, and you will enjoy the beading. So thank you very much, and see you soon.